All right, so I wanted to give a little update on my Minas Tirith Moc and what I'm going to make. I talked a little bit about it in my Lord of the Rings Hobbit collection, minifigure collection video, but as you can see, I've been a little busy buying figures. I've been going hard on these Mordor orcs. I'm trying to acquire a large number of them, enough for the mock before they really spike up even more in value, because I've noticed all of these Lord of the Rings figures are climbing up in value like a lot, similar to what we saw the Clone Wars figures spike up in price. We're seeing Lord of the Rings and Hobbit figures spike up in price. So I wanted to get these guys now, even before I have the rest of the parts of the build. So I think in my collection video I had like 12 of these guys. Now clearly I have a lot more. I have all of these guys you see here, plus 4 on my black gate set, and then maybe 6 more in my display cases. So there's going to be quite a number in the mock. And then to even add on to that, I'm buying 21 more that are coming in on the mail. So I'll have quite a substantial Mordor orc force to be invading Minas Tirith. So I'm pretty hyped for getting all of these guys in the mock, because I think figures are a big part of what makes a mock really, really cool. So looking at the other side, we have our Gondor Knights. At the moment, I only have 10 of these guys. So I have 6 guys here lined up, kind of holding the line like we see. But I'm buying 20 more of these Gondor Knights on Bricklink. Obviously, this isn't a real Lego minifigure. It's just Lego parts. But I really love the helmets. I think they're good enough. And they look really, really cool, especially lined up like this. Whoops. Yeah, especially lined up like this. You can see they look pretty sweet. Their armor. So yeah, this scene I'm making in Gondor in Minas Tirith. So originally I was planning on making the kind of path we see leading down to the gate, where we see Faramir, Faramir going off to recapture Osgiliath, and then Gandalf telling him, don't throw away your life and whatever. But I figured I could just make the Gate of Gondor and have it lead up to that path to where where that scene with Faramir happens. And it would basically be 2 mocks in 1. So I could set it up so that we have that Faramir talking to Gandalf scene to recapture Osgiliath. And I could set it up so where we see the actual battle where Gandalf is organizing the troops as the Mordor forces break through the Gate of Gondor. So it's going to be the gate and all the way leading up to that. So I'll have to get pieces for the gate itself, and then for all of those buildings that we see, as well as the path that we have. It'll be really cool. So yeah, I'll have 10 plus 20, I'll have 30 Gondor Knights to work with, and then probably, I don't want to count these guys. I think probably like 50 Mordor orcs, and then as of now I have 2 cave trolls, but I'll probably pick up another cave troll just so it can be movie accurate. That's my excuse for buying another one of these guys, because I really like them. I really like the way they look, their printing, their color. It's really nice. Kind of reminds me of like an OG Zam Wessel from Star Wars or OG Jango Fett. Really cool color. Also Geonosian droids, those cool episode 2 figures. This is a perfect shade. I really like it. I think it looks really good against some Mordor orcs. So I'll have 3 cave trolls, and then however many Mordor orcs I said, and then 30 Gondor Knights. I also have a number of these Ithilien Rangers. I have 10 of those guys, so I might throw them in the mock depending on how it looks when I kind of get it all set up. But anyway, as far as parts are concerned, like I said, I'll be ordering more of these guys, but those are going to come in the order that the rest of the parts come in, because I'm someone who doesn't like building mocks. One order comes in, make a little part, and then wait 2 weeks, make another one. I'd rather just buy all of the pieces at once, make all of the orders, and then build it when they all come, just like a Lego set. I think it's a lot more fun for me that way than doing it the other way. So before I do that though, I don't want to spend so much money, because if you guys don't know, I don't really have much of a parts collection at all. I'm pretty much someone who has a lot of minifigures, a good amount of sets, and then one little small bin of parts. So I'm going to be buying all of these parts on Bricklink. So when those come is when I'll build it. So in the meantime, I'll have to design a lot of the buildings that we see in the little the scene by the Gondor gates. So I'll have to design the gate itself, the door, the buildings we see, and then the cobblestone. It'll be really cool. But I'm going to design it so I don't have to like blow so much money on the parts themselves. You know, if I buy a bunch of pieces that I don't end up using, I'd rather avoid that. Especially because white is kind of the color that yellows, you know, obviously pretty heavily. So I don't want to buy too many pieces of those, you know, brand new if I'm not going to use them immediately. But anyway, I am really excited for making this mock of Minas Tirith, in what is my favorite movie, and probably my favorite scenes from that movie, Return of the King, are when Gandalf is with Pippin inside the walls of Minas Tirith. I thought those scenes were so cool. You know, when Gandalf talks to Pippin about, you know, the war, but even more than the war, you know, I think it's really cool scenes. I love the Gandalf the White costume design, and also his Lego minifigure is amazing. So I'm very excited to make this for you guys before the movie comes, or before the TV show comes out and everything. It's really cool. Thank you for watching.